From Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina, this is Sun Belt football. The Wayfield trip for Teal Nation is over. Football is back on a brand new surf turf. And to open up the home schedule, it's the renewing of an old rivalry. Tonight, it's Coastal Carolina and Charleston Southern. Welcome into the broadcast booth alongside former Clemson and NFL defensive end Ricky Sapp. I'm Sam Wiederhaft. Ricky, it's the home opener. Not much more to say. It's a packed-out crowd, motorcycles on the field, a lot of energy in this building coming into tonight.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
There it is.
We got college football back, baby. Home game, so much excitement, so much energy.
And like I said, this is the renewing of an old rivalry. These two teams very familiar with each other back in the old Big South days. Coastal leads the all-time series 8-6. Last time they met 9 years ago on this field, a 59-58 double overtime win for Charleston Southern. It's been 9 long years. Lots of things have happened in that time, but still a lot of excitement for this matchup tonight.
Yeah, whenever you think about a rival, you think about excitement, you think about intense, and renewing a rival. First home game, that's exciting.
Both teams coming off of losses last weekend to FBS opponents. For Charleston Southern, it was a loss to Vanderbilt last Saturday. The Chanticleers fell to Virginia in Charlottesville last weekend as well. So both teams very hungry. And Ricky, the big thing for the Chanticleers early is to get that offense going.
You got to get MJ going early. Get his confidence going early. Then I think get the running backs going early. Simpkins and Edwards, I think they take pressure off MJ. That'll help the offense get rolling. And with the energy of this crowd, get the momentum going.
It's a brand new surf turf as well. 10 years ago, Coastal broke ground with a brand new teal turf, and now they've got the second iteration of it, Surf Turf 2.0, and we're about to get going for the first home game at Brooks Stadium in 2025. So Coastal will receive the opening kick. Malcolm Gilley set to return for the Chanticleers, the super senior transfer out of Ball State. 9 years since these two teams saw each other last on the gridiron. And here we are to set the home schedule opener in 2025. To kick it off for Charleston Southern, Will Lang. Everybody standing on their feet, and we are underway from Conway. Gilley lets it go. It'll be a touchback, and the Chanticleers will start off on offense with their brand new quarterback, MJ Morris, who, Ricky, in that game against Virginia, saw a lot of positive things in the second half. He was 15 for 20 in the second half against Virginia. Yeah,
one of the things that Coach echoed was technique. You know, I think that was a game of first game jitters. I think this game they're going to come out, look to get established, find their identity.
A transfer from Maryland last year. He was at NC State with then offensive coordinator Tim Beck, and now Tim Beck in his third year leading the Chanticleers. Opening run goes up the middle and pushed to about the 27-yard line. Starting running back for Coastal Carolina, Javen Simpkins, the junior from Miami, Florida, rushed 8 times for 26 yards against Virginia and scored the only touchdown for Coastal in that game.
Hurry up offense, I like this.
Empty backfield for Morris. QB draw, he goes up the middle for big yardage. Hit from behind at the 34-yard line.
That's what I mean when I say get him going early. We got to get his confidence going early. So I love that play. I love that hurry up.
Morris quickly out, and we're going to see Samari Collier on the third play of the game. Well, Morris played every snap against Virginia except for one. Tad Hudson came in when Morris's helmet came off. And now it's Samari Collier, redshirt senior transfer from Hutchinson Community College. And a whistle before this third and short play. And an early timeout by Charleston Southern. Buccaneers led by third-year head coach Gabe Giardina. Charleston Southern coming off a 1-11 campaign a year ago. Their only win was against a ranked Wofford team playing out of the FCS. Charleston Southern in the Big South OVC Association. On an 11-game losing streak going back to last year, actually playing their third straight FBS opponent. Ended last year with Florida State, began this year with Vanderbilt, and now taking on Coastal. Third and short play. And it's going to be MJ Morris back out there. So we thought we'd see Samari Collier. He's back out on the sideline. It's double running backs for MJ Morris. 3rd and 1. Handoff up the middle.
Oh, nice stick.
Hit right at the line. Looked like he moved over the 36-yard line. It will be a Chanticleer first down. On the handoff to Javen Simpkins, and he seems to be the early favorable target for the Chanticleers. He's already gotten a couple of rushes.
I love this right here. First down, go hurry up. I love that.
Didn't get to see the Coastal offense move too much against that Virginia team last weekend. 250 total yards. Pass out to the sideline. And incomplete. As Morris tries to go for the screen pass on the far side. Looking for Robbie Washington. A lot of new wide receivers on this Coastal team, but some familiarity as well. Bryson Graves, Jamison Tucker, Cameron Wright, Malik Mega all returning on the wide receiver core. Also got Washington, Malcolm Gilley, Colton Hinton, Carmelo English as threats as well. 2nd and 10 for Morris. A handoff again, and it'll be Simpkins wrapped up and brought down at the 37-yard line. That'll set up a 3rd and long. Some penetration for Charleston Southern's defense. Malik McKenzie in on the tackle. Senior from Sumter, South Carolina, 4 tackles a week ago against the Commodores.
Coach Gabe talked about his D-line. He said they was the dogs of the defense. Got to get them going.
3rd and 8 play for Coastal. Morris airs it out, caught at the 39 and taken out of bounds. That time it's Washington on the reception. A gain of only 2. Coastal's offense comes off the field, so the drive stalls. And the Buccaneers with a stop on the first offensive drive for Coastal Carolina. Well, after that first down, Ricky, Coastal just not able to get some momentum on their offensive side and really running the ball on that first offensive drive.
Yeah, I think right now, again, what I said earlier is that they have to establish who they are, find identity. I still think that run game is going to be key to get them going.
Oh, that took a great bounce. It's going to be downed at the inch line. Emil Sebafundi with a big punt to pin the Buccaneers back in their own territory.
Great field position. Love it. Gotta love it.
Sebafundi with some big-time distance and flips the field for the Buccaneers. So Charleston Southern coming into this game 0-1. And they'll be led by their quarterback, Zoltan Osborne. Redshirt sophomore from North Charleston, South Carolina. Has been banged up the past couple of years. Preseason 3rd team all-conference. He went just 8 of 16 for 54 yards against Vanderbilt. Running back behind him, Brandon Mush. And somehow that's going to pin him back even deeper. Offsides. So that goes against Coastal, and now you got some breathing room if you're Charleston Southern.
That definitely helps out a lot. That's something you definitely don't want to see in the first drive as a D coordinator.
So instead of the inch line, it's now at the 5-yard line and a 1st and 5 for the Buccaneers. Under center. A handoff to Mush. He bounces out to the middle of the field and brought down by a group of shots at the 11-yard line. And a first down for Charleston Southern on their first play. Well, up front, you have some returners for Coastal Carolina. Sawyer, Gorham Welch, Ibrahim Diawara. 2 players you want to watch out for when talking to Coach Beck earlier this week. How about Zeke Campbell? He called that guy a dog.
The dog of the defense. I want to see him make some plays.
Also, Zamarion Gordon, 2nd year in this Coastal program, a transfer from USC. Mush wrapped up and brought down at the 5-yard line.
That's a big play right there, about 42.
Noah Arinze gets into the backfield and brings him down for a loss. 4 total tackles for Arinze against Virginia. Had half a tackle for loss. Transfer from New Mexico State.
Also there. Second down.
Played there for 3 seasons. 15 total tackles with 4.5 for a loss in last year's campaign. Osborne rolling out to pass. Gets it off. It'll be incomplete. At the 30-yard line, targeting Jameel Bishop.
The pass is ruled incomplete.
He thought he brought it down, but it's incomplete, and now forces a 3rd and long deep in your own territory.
Right here's where you want to see Zeke, a.k.a. the dog, come alive and make a play.
Oh, Ricky, now Coastal getting some big-time pressure on Zoltan Osborne.
Oh, yeah. As a D lineman, you live for this play right here. 3rd down and long, go get the quarterback.
Now a whistle. And I believe we're going to have a review of this play. It was out to Bishop at the 30-yard line. And from the naked eye, I couldn't make a call on that catch, but we'll get a look at it. Our first review of the game. No score yet. 10:47 to go in the opening quarter, and we'll take a look at that pass one more time from Osborne to Bishop. Good pressure by Coastal.
Good route. I think it hits the ground. I got to see it from another angle.
We'll see maybe if he got his arm under to secure that football. Flat route out to the sideline. Osborne able to find him, and we'll see if it's going to be a first down for Charleston Southern. So far in this drive, Charleston Southern just 4 total yards. Started off on their own 1-yard line before Coastal was called for an offsides. It bumped up the Buccaneers to the 5-yard line. One more angle at this, Ricky.
Good pass rush right there by Zeke.
Call on the field was incomplete, so you got to see enough evidence to overturn that.
I don't think there's enough evidence to overturn it.
Zach Cody, a returning Chanticleer, a few yards behind him. And Bishop doing whatever he can to secure that football and try and give a positive play to the Buccaneers and a first down. Here's our call. Well, I couldn't hear what he said, but it is upheld. All right. So, pass is incomplete. It'll set up a 3rd and long for Charleston Southern. And Ricky, if you're Coastal Carolina, continue that pressure on Zoltan Osborne.
You got to. Like I said, as a D lineman, you live for this down. 3rd and long. Go get the quarterback.
Arinze's already had a stop on this drive. Osborne, his 3rd year with Charleston Southern, played 6 games before a season-ending injury in 2023 and only 1 game last year. 4 wide receivers. 3rd and 11. 4-man rush. They hand it off. It's not going anywhere. Chanticleers bring him down in the backfield. And they stop Charleston Southern deep in their own territory, and it's the dog, Zeke Campbell, the first one in on the tackle.
I love it when coach say you're a dog, the dogs show up. I love it.
Campbell gets through there. Coastal with some big-time pressure, and now for the first time in this game, we'll see one of the best punters in FCS, Gilbert Brown, a senior. He started off at Albany State with Gabe Giardina, and then when Giardina took the Charleston Southern job, he took his punter with him. An All-American at the FCS level. And he boots his first one very high past the 50-yard line. Back is Graves. He lets it go, and this one is incredible. Down to the 11-yard line. Check that.
Amazing hang time right there. That is amazing. Wow.
He flips the field. Coastal coming back on offense when we come back. 9:49, quarter 1. No score in the home opener. Coach Gabe Giardina told us that about half a dozen NFL scouts have been by their practice to watch their punter, Gilbert Brown, and we just saw why. A career-long 82-yard punt that flips the field. Coastal starting their drive from their own 11-yard line, but a crafty play on the first play up above the 25. Robbie Washington with big-time yardage.
He has some wheels on that play. I love it.
Up to the 27 for a 16-yard gain.
Let me go right here. Quick pitch to him.
Flag on the next play. Down at the 31-yard line, but you see early in this game, Coastal favoring the rush.
Well, see, I think that's the only thing that you have to worry about when you go hurry up. Somebody might jump, somebody might do the wrong thing.
Penalty goes against Coastal Carolina. It was a handoff to Javon Edwards. And that'll back Coastal back up to the teal 22-yard line.
That kills that big play. That's tough.
It looked like it was an illegal procedure on the Chanticleers. So, first and 15 from their own 22. MJ Morris has thrown only 2 passes, completed 1 of them. Illegal formation was the call. Morris back out in the flat. Caught at the 15-yard line and pushed forward for no gain. Going out to Javen Simpkins. Well, Simpkins was injured last year in the home opener. He only played 3 games. It looked like it was going to be a big year for him after the opening game against Jacksonville State. 12 rushes for 80 yards. Ends up getting a lower body injury. He was out for the rest of the year, so Teal Nation expecting a lot of big things from Simpkins in this season.
Yeah.
Morris with time. Pass complete. Wrapped up and brought down at the 26-yard line. Malik Mega with his first reception of the game.
Then they go hurry up. I love this game plan. Make a play, go hurry up. I love that. It keeps the defense off balance. I like that.
First home game for new offensive coordinator Drew Hollingshead, coming over from Western Kentucky. And Charleston Southern was already in the Coastal backfield before that ball was snapped.
Something I did too many times when I played. Jump off sides.
Offsides call goes on Charleston Southern. You had a few players that got an early start. Malik McKenzie was the one that broke through. So that makes it from a 3rd and 10 to now a 3rd and 5. Much different play. Coastal at their own 32-yard line. 8 minutes to go, quarter number 1. Morris out to the sideline. Easy catch and out of bounds.
That was a great twist game by Charleston Southern. Got that good pressure on MJ.
He finds Mega 2 passes in a row. Last weekend against Virginia, Mega with 2 receptions for 28 yards, a long of 19. There's a flag on the play.
Ooh.
And it's roughing the passer on the Buccaneers. So that gives Coastal even more yards on that 3rd down conversion.
Watch this twist right here. I love this twist. Going into the game, Coach Gabe talked about his D lineman. He comes free, and that's where the penalty comes in at.
And Ricky, a very positive thing for Coastal on 3rd down, because last weekend against the Cavaliers, they were just 1 of 14 on 3rd down plays.
Got to get it positive.
Now in Charleston Southern territory, a couple of running backs for MJ Morris. Plenty of time to throw. Goes long down the sideline. It is complete and intercepted by the Buccaneers. What an interception on the sideline. Jaden Hancock commits the first turnover of this game.
So you're going into the game, we talked to Coach Gabe, and we asked him, we said, what position do you want to see play well? He said the D-line is a good D-line, but he said he wanted to see his corners play well. Right here, he has good position right here. Right receiver falls. Great footwork by the corner.
He was looking for the experienced wide receiver, Jamison Tucker. Instead, Morris finds the hands of Jaden Hancock, just a freshman from Douglas, Georgia.
But Coach Gabe said, he said that his corners, his secondary was young, and he wanted to see them play well. I think that's a good sign right there that they're doing well.
And Ricky, not only to make that play as a corner, but to hold on to the football right down the sideline as he's going down. Hancock secures it. His senior year at Coffee High School, Hancock had 7 interceptions.
Well, I think any corner out there listening, you know when that ball's in the air, you turn into a receiver.
He just picked up his first collegiate one here at Brooks Stadium. So Morris with an interception, his second of the year. He had one against Virginia last weekend, and now it's Charleston Southern back on offense. Starting on their own 7-yard line.
Oh, great tackle.
Big time stop for Coastal at the 5-yard line.
Number 5 by Thomas. Puts his foot in the ground and come downhill. You love to see that.
Transfer from Kansas State, who didn't play last year, but he's all over this pass.
Great technique tackle. I love it. That's what you want to see after corner.
That was Chris Roan on the reception, a Coastal Carolina transfer who's back at Brooks Stadium. Played for the Chanticleers from 21 to 23. 2nd and 10 play. Handoff, not going anywhere. Another stop by Coastal, and they're winning that battle at the line of scrimmage. Zeke Campbell in on it again.
Well, that's one of the things you want to see. The game is won at the line of scrimmage, so you want to see your D lineman make plays like that. And then 3rd and 10, it's time to go get the quarterback.
Tyson Greenway, the running back for Charleston Southern on their second drive. Had 5 rushes for 10 yards against Vanderbilt in the first game. Preseason first team all-conference. 3rd and 10.
It's time to see the dog make a play.
Osborne, play action. Complete at the 5. Coastal tries to wrap him up toward the 15-yard line, close to the first down marker.
Great job with him fighting for extra yards.
It's down at the 16, and it's Chris Roan with his second reception of the drive, but not enough for a first down. So that'll bring the punt team out once again. And Gilbert Brown.
You think he can match what he just did earlier?
Oh, I don't know. 82 yards was that first punt for Gilbert Brown. An FCS All-American who Coach Giardina said, you know, it's weird, but he's the best player on our team.
Yes,
the punter.
Something I never heard before. The punter, the best player on the team.
Well, you just saw why. And here he goes again. Bad snap, gets it back. Punt is off, but not nearly as long as the first one. Fair caught at the 49-yard line in Buccaneer territory. And Coastal has much better field position when we come back. Scoreless game in the first quarter. Coastal, Charleston Southern meeting for the first time in 9 years. long snapper. This one a little bit high, but through Brown's hands. And Ricky, not the same as that first punt that went for 82. Coastal's got much better field position.
Well, I was going to say maybe he heard us on that one, and then that happens. I think we talked him up a little too much on that one.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chants at the Buccaneer 49-yard line. MJ Morris with an interception so far. He's 4 of 6 for 17 yards. Handoff out to the far side and wrapped up for a gain of maybe 1 yard. There's Dominic Nicely, a highly touted freshman for Coastal from Vienna, Virginia. 7 rushes, 27 yards against Virginia in his home state.
I still think that's the key to the game, getting the running backs going.
Coastal's rushed it for 28 yards so far in this game. No score to show for it yet. Complete to Colton Hinton. And he gets a gain of about 3 yards to the Buccaneer 46-yard line. Quick reaction by the corners.
That's a great game tackle right there by the defense. I love that. Love to see it.
Hinton with his first reception, a transfer from Furman, who was on that team that lost to Charleston Southern 1 year ago. 3rd and 7. Coastal so far 2 of 3 on 3rd downs after going 1 of 14 last weekend. Morris.
Pressure.
Wrapped up, ball is on the ground and recovered by Coastal at the 44-yard line. But it was the defensive line's pressure for the Buccaneers that screwed that play up. Nick Del Grande lands on top of it. Coastal's going to have to punt again.
Great pressure right there. Coach Gabe said that coming to the game that his D-line was the powerhouse on the defense. So you love to see that as a head coach.
And the player that caused that fumble, another Coastal Carolina transfer, David Portu. Played with the Chants in 2022 and 2023, now his 2nd year with Charleston Southern. And he forces a Chanticleer punt by Emil Sebafundi. Received inside the 15-yard line, a seam up the middle, and a tackle for the Chants just before the 30.
Now, do you think the guys that transfer, you think they got some extra energy coming into this game?
Oh, for sure. You can see it already. No score. It's Buccaneer ball when we come back. Well, the Buccaneer defense has certainly come to play in this first quarter. Already an interception and a forced fumble that screwed up a third down play for Coastal Carolina. Ricky, what'd you see on the penetration?
We saw this earlier. Watch the D lineman right here. Good move out in the edge, good move in the middle, good penetration up right in front of MJ. That's hard to beat.
On a third down play, Nick Del Grande recovers it for the Shants. They have to punt. And in a scoreless game, Charleston Southern is back on offense. Just 10 yards of total offense so far as Zoltan Osborne goes back out for their third drive. Tries to pass. It's complete to Chris Roan at the 30-yard line, but shoved back by Coastal. They'll get him up to the 30 for a gain of 4 yards. And the Coastal Carolina transfer Chris Roan now with 3 catches for over 10 yards. Now, Coach Giardina told us earlier this week that, well, we knew that when we got Chris Roan, he was going to be good. We didn't think he was going to be
this good.
Really helped the offensive attack for the Buccaneers. Greenwade in the backfield, and he gets the ball in the handoff. Greenwade stopped at the 30 and wrestles forward for a few more.
Good downhill tackle. I love that. You love to see that.
Marion Gordon
playing that dog position.
Gets in on the tackle. It sets up about 3rd and 5 for the Buccaneers. They're 0 of 2 so far on third down plays. Osborne is trying to find his rhythm against a Chanticleer defense that, in my opinion, didn't have too bad of a game against Virginia. Had some unlucky plays. Osborne airs it out. Pump fake. Now rolls out. Osborne looking. Osborne gets it off. It's incomplete. Off the sideline by the 40.
That was a really good cover sack right there. Coastal rushed 3 linemen. Everybody's in coverage. That's what you call a great coverage sack.
When we talk about the first-year offensive coordinator, Drew Hollingshead, first-year defensive coordinator for Coastal, Jeremiah Johnson. Comes over from Louisiana Tech, brought just about his whole staff with him. And his mentality, what he calls his defense, the soul collectors. Great coverage on that third down play. Gilbert Brown once again fumbled his last snap. An 82-yard punt his first time, and a whistle right before the snap.
Going back to that last play, I think that's a great coverage sack.
Now it's going to be a delay of game on Charleston Southern. Now go ahead, Ricky.
If I'm a D lineman, I'm going on the sideline, and I'm dapping up my corners, and I'm saying, hey, that was a heck of a job covering.
You saw Osborne pump fake and then roll out trying to find somebody open. Nobody was there. And they're now 0 of 3 on third downs. Brown's third punt of the game is high, not very far. Will bounce at the 41-yard line and go out of bounds. So he's had 3 very different punts. That first one blew our minds at 82 yards.
Unbelievable.
And now Coastal's going to have decent field position for their next drive at their own 40.
Well, I think what happens whenever you have a punter gets blocked, I think now he get a little gun shy. So I think we saw on that last punt him kicking the ball not as far as he did on the first one.
So MJ Morris 5 of 7 with an interception, only 19 yards. Coastal with 18 rushing yards. Morris passing on the first play. Looking out for his running back. It's complete at the 45, and it's Dominic Nicely with the reception.
Nice.
Freshman gets up to the 46-yard line. Yeah, nice for Nicely.
Yeah, nice for Nicely. So far, we've seen them use all 3 running backs. How about that?
Coach Beck in fall camp felt very confident about that running back room. And now a wide receiver screen pushed forward across into Buccaneer territory. And the pass caught by Malcolm Gilly. The Ball State transfer. MAC Special Teams Player of the Year a season ago. And Coastal gets a first down. And they cross into enemy territory. A little over a minute to go in quarter number 1. Chanticleer's trying to get on the scoreboard first.
You got 2 receivers up at top stack.
Handoff. with some room. Spin move by Simpkins.
That's one of the double J two-punch. That's what I said earlier. You got to get the running backs going.
His 4th carry of the game brings Coastal to the 37-yard line.
Right here, great patience. Sees the hole. I think he saw too much. He got too excited.
Coastal runs the ball again. As Simpkins up the middle for a gain of about 5 yards. Coastal favoring that ground game, but Coach Beck very confident about that running back room with Simpkins, Edwards nicely. You also have Jalen John as well.
I call him the double J two-punch. Edwards and Simpkins.
2nd and 6. Handoff goes to Nicely. He's got some room. And inside the 30-yard line.
Nicely done by Nicely.
Virginia High School League Class 6 Offensive Player of the Year a year ago. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. It's a 0-0 game. First home game at Brooks Stadium in 2025, and the Chanticleers driving here at home. Play will be from the Buccaneer 28-yard line, but hey, first quarter done, no score. Let's go down to the field and meet the 3rd member of our crew, Conway's finest, Haley Nitchie.
Sam, you can feel the energy down here on the surf turf. Teal Nation is back and ready for some Coastal football. Not only is today's Coastal's home opening game, but it's also the first game with free concessions. Hot dogs, nachos, popcorn, soda, they got it all here. And this kind of energy is exactly what Coastal's head football coach, Tim Beck, wanted. He said that him and his guys are ready to show all out for Teal Nation. Sam?
Next play to start off the second quarter is Samari Collier in at quarterback. On a 3rd and short play, a quarterback run. His first play is a Chanticleer. Right down the yard to gain. It's right now marked at the 27-yard line in Buccaneer territory.
I love that changeup. This is what I meant earlier. Trying to establish who you are, trying to find your identity.
Now we got some confusion with the referees. That was a 3rd down play coming out of the break. And where the ball is spotted, it's right at that yard to gain. Well, while we get a minute, 7,000 students in attendance for Coastal Carolina. That's a record at Brooks Stadium.
You gotta love that for the first home game.
Now the referees will take a timeout and try and figure this out. A lot of energy, like Haley talked about. 7,000 students. The brand new turf on the field. The Sun Cruiser Suites out in the end zone, that's brand new. The indoor practice facility beyond that.
Don't forget the free food.
And that's what I was going to say, the free concessions. That is the biggest storyline coming into tonight. It made waves when it was announced back in April. And the fans are certainly enjoying those free popcorn, nachos, hot dogs.
Well, here's my question. Do we get a hot dog?
Well, let's see this measurement, and I'll tell you after that. That is...
Should be a first down.
Should be a first down, and it is. So with Samari Collier's run, Coastal gets a first down, and they inch closer to the promised land as they try and score for the first time in this game. Yeah, Ricky, you want to head down there? I'll just take over the broadcast for about 15 minutes. And
here's my question for you. How many hot dogs can you eat?
Oh, I'm weak. Probably about 3.
3? Oh, come on.
I think about 3. I don't know.
If it's free, I need 3.
That's exactly right. You're absolutely right. 3 for me. Coastal back out with a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the Buccaneer 27-yard line. MJ Morris back in at quarterback. A quarterback battle between 4 different quarterbacks in fall camp. MJ won it. Jalen John bounces out to the sideline, gets positive yardage, and hit out of bounds.
So I thought it was a double J 2-punch, but maybe it's going to be the triple punch.
Jalen John, transfer out of UMass.
And right here, it's the extra fight for me right here. Bounces off of one guy, gets to the edge. Nice stiff arm right there. You love to see it.
2nd and short. Graves in motion. Handoff up the middle to John. He pushes forward. That should be a first down. And inside the red zone for Coastal.
Right now, I love what Coastal offense is doing. We talked about earlier trying to keep them off balance. I love going with the running backs, bringing in another quarterback. It kind of confuses the defense. I love that.
Simpkins back in at running back. A long drive for Coastal. 1st and 10. Morris dumps it off. Pass complete. Zooming up the middle and up over everybody by the 10-yard line is Bryson Graves.
That's what happens when you have a D-line that does a great job of getting upfield. Great call by the OC from Coastal.
Drew Hollingshead, his first game at Brooks Stadium. A disciple of Mike Leach. Coached with him at Washington State and Mississippi State. Now a whistle coming from our officials. And it'll be a referee's timeout. At 13:20 to go in the first half and a 2nd and 2 play upcoming. But Ricky, you talk about it, Coastal mixing things up quite a bit using 4 different running backs.
I love that. That's not easy to do because you want one guy to get in the rhythm. I talked about earlier how you had to get those 2 backs going, Edwards and Simpson. But so far, we've seen all 3 get going.
That's Morris with the pass to Bryson Graves, the junior from Florence, South Carolina. Played 13 games 2 years ago. Last year, 12 games, 27 receptions for 327 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Had 1 catch against Virginia for 10 yards. Second and short. Timeout by Charleston Southern. 2 different running backs for MJ Morris. Morris back to pass. Looking end zone. Mega. Out of his reach.
I thought we had a "you've been mossed" moment right there.
Now that was Jaden Hancock on the coverage. Already has an incredible interception off of Morris in the first quarter. That sets up a 3rd and 2.
Right here, sets back, goes up top. I love this though. Give him a chance to get the ball. I like that.
Drive started on Coastal's 40-yard line.
3rd and 2 right here.
Handoff. 1st down and more. Down to the 6. Dominic Nicely.
SW, so far in the game, what we've seen is that both defenses are ahead of the offense. But now we see Coastal driving, wearing down that Charleston Southern defense a little bit.
This will be the 11th play of the drive. Javen Simpkins, the running back. 1st and goal at the Buccaneers 6. And timeout is taken by Charleston Southern. And I believe that is their first timeout. Well, we had that stoppage earlier. The official pointed out himself. The scoreboard is saying they've taken 2 timeouts. So
I think it's what I said earlier, though. Both defenses, in my mind, are ahead of the offense right now. But what we see now is Coastal driving the field. That gets the defense tired. So I think finally they got some momentum going right now.
Well, and Ricky, what they're doing on this drive is following the lead of a very experienced offensive line with the entire front 5, all returning players.
Yeah.
Nick Del Grande, Thomas Johnson, Zach Elam, Heston Edwards, Joseph Hansen. Right now, they're winning in the trenches.
And I heard Zach talking at the press conference. Hearing him talk, I almost wanted to run through a brick wall. That's how exciting he got me going.
It's John and Simpkins, the 2 running backs in the backfield. Simpkins scored the lone touchdown against Virginia. 1st and goal. Morris to pass to the end zone. It is incomplete.
Almost a heck of a catch by him.
Cameron Wright got a hand on it, but it was knocked out by Anthony Polk to set up a 2nd and goal.
Great play right here. Step back, throws it. Both guys in great position. And that was almost a heck of a one-hand catch.
Cameron Wright had the most receptions in that Virginia game with 4 for 32 yards. Handoff to Simpkins. Moves forward and brought down. Ball comes out. Inside the 5. It'll stay with Coastal. Simpkins able to get that one back. Almost another costly turnover for the Shants, and Simpkins frustrated after that play.
Next play mentality.
It's 3rd and goal. Coastal has worked the run game a majority of this drive. Morris rolls out, looking to the end zone. Flag is thrown. Morris gets it off. It's tipped and incomplete. There is a flag.
I think whenever you do that, and you have that much time.
And that's a costly one, holding against Coastal.
That's bound to happen. Whenever you have that much time, somebody's going to hold eventually.
Another good play for Charleston Southern in the defensive backfield. And you're exactly right, Ricky. You know, that holding goes against Coastal. It'll be 3rd down as they get pushed back. But Coach Giardina said
he needed
this
corners.
game. It's secondary.
He needed to play well. He said that. He said the D-line was already the guys that get the game going, but he needed the young corners to play well.
So now the Shants are backed up to the 13-yard line. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and 14. You know what that means. Go get the quarterback.
Jalen John, the running back.
Let's see if we see a twist game with Charleston Southern's D-line. We've seen that early on.
They blitz 4. Morris runs it himself. Morris with some room. Hit at the 5-yard line. Pushes forward to about the 3. Coastal needed a touchdown there. They don't get it. And here comes the field goal crew. A little bit of a stumble right there.
Had 3 guys in front of him. One guy got free. I think if that guy don't get free, I think that's touchdown.
Kian Afruta. Field goal attempt for the Chants. It'll be a 20-yard field goal, little chip shot. It's good. Afrute nails it from 20 yards out, and Coastal scores first, 3-0. We'll take a break and come back with more Chanticleer Buccaneer action from Brooks Stadium. Marches 57 yards down the field in 15 plays. They end it with a 21-yard field goal from Kian Afrute. A majority of it was on the ground for the Chanticleers, but Ricky, if you're Coastal, I think you wanted a bit more on that drive.
Well, you want to score. A long drive like that, you want to finish strong and put 6 on the board. But I love what they're doing, getting everybody involved. 3 running backs, I love that.
It was a costly holding call that pushed Coastal back to the 13-yard line. Afrute notches his first field goal of the season. Another transfer. Coastal with 61 new players on this team. He's coming over from Nevada. And puts Coastal on the board. 3-0. Philip LaForge with the kick for the Chants. And that will bounce in the new black end zones for a touchback.
And S-Dub, when you talk about having that many guys leaving and coming in, that makes it hard for you to establish who you are. You got 60-something guys you got to come in. They got to learn your culture, learn your new routine. That's tough, man.
Well, we talked to Coach Beck earlier in the week and said, look, now that you got one game down with both new coordinators, a lot of new staff members, 61 new players, does that change things at all? And he says, yeah, everyone's a lot more comfortable. They've done it once before.
Yeah.
It was a road game, got it done, and now they know the routine.
Yeah.
Certainly makes a big difference. Brandon Mush, the running back for Zoltan Osborne. Charleston Southern's only gotten 16 total yards of offense, 12 through the air. Favorite target for them has been the Coastal transfer Chris Roan, 3 receptions for 12 yards. Osborne going long, and it is deflected, incomplete.
Coastal playing quarters right there on defense.
Lionel Whitaker, transfer from Maryland. He was there for 3 years. And he breaks up this pass.
Right here, you got Coastal defense playing quarters. So you got guys under, got guys over top.
Looking for Quay Kindell. 2nd and 10. Handoff goes to Mush. Wrestles forward to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. It sets up a 3rd down where Charleston Southern has struggled so far tonight. 0 for 3 on 3rd down plays.
One thing that Coach Gabe said about Mush was he had that golf cart speed.
Which I've never heard before.
Me either. When I think about a golf cart, I think about accelerate and then slow. But he said that he loved the way he turns the corner.
Yeah. When I think about a golf cart, I think about Surfside Beach. Got a lot of those down there.
Too many. Too many.
Empty backfield for Osborne on 3rd and 6. 5 wide receivers set. And somebody moved too early there.
I think the left tackle, false start right there.
That could be costly for the Buccaneers. And make this from a 3rd and medium to a 3rd and long. And that's exactly what it'll be. Offensive line got moving early. It's going to be a 3rd and 11.
That's tough when you're trying to get the offense going. We talked about both of these teams coming in, trying to get established, trying to find identity. One of the things you can't do is have penalties.
Well, the Coastal defense has been very strong so far in this first half. Only 20 total yards for Charleston Southern.
Well, it's 3rd and 11. Go get the quarterback.
Osborne. Well, they listen to you, Ricky. Throws from his feet. It is popped out. Coastal recovers it. They're going to say it's incomplete. But the Chanticleers with the pressure force Charleston Southern to punt once again.
That's tough. I'm trying to stay calm. That's unbelievable right here. Great move right here on the edge. Good play. And you love to see that as a D coordinator. You love to see it. You do that on 3rd down and long, you go get the quarterback. I'm excited. I almost felt like I was out there doing that.
Wrapped up by his feet. And Osborne's pass in and out of the hands of Mackay Campfield. Low snap on the punt, almost blocked. Gilbert gets it off. It'll bounce at the 46 and down at the 45 in Coastal territory. So another good starting spot for the Chants when we come back as they look for their first touchdown. But so far, it's been the D for the Chants getting it done. Story of the first half has been a big positive for the Coastal Carolina defense. Just 20 yards allowed to Charleston Southern on the offensive side, 104 total yards, 67 of those on the ground. And now, Ricky, the key for Coastal, get to the end zone.
That's it. You had a good drive on the last drive. You got there, you fell short. On this next drive, you got to use that same momentum. You got to go score. You got to get in the box. I still think Coastal is doing a great job of keeping Charleston Southern off balance. But the one thing I love about Charleston Southern is they are getting pressure with 4 down linemen. That's a great job. I love that.
Well, they're stalling the momentum that Coastal's offense has been able to get, especially on their last drive when they got inside the 5 and just got a field goal out of it. So 1st and 10 from the Chanticleer 45-yard line. Morris, pass complete at the 50. Wrapped up and thrown down. Jalen John with the reception, or check that. Robbie Washington with the catch into Buccaneer territory, a gain of 9 yards.
Coastal with the hurry-up offense. Been doing it all night.
Complete far sideline. First down.
They love that quick throw in the boundary.
They find Carmelo English, who had 1 reception for only 2 yards against Virginia. And now you get the feeling that Drew Hollingshead is trying to get MJ Morris's arm to get going.
Yeah.
He's 11 for 15. 1st and 10 from the 43. Passing for a 3rd play in a row.
Cover 3 right here by Charleston Southern.
Dumps it off. Jalen John, the running back, moves to the near sideline, has some room, and pushed out of bounds inside the 25.
So I said triple. Now we have to go 4.
Jalen John, the 4th running back for Coastal Carolina. Just a little screen route, breaks through the first level.
Sneaks out, makes one guy miss. See the acceleration.
And now a referee's timeout shortly. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Buccaneer 23-yard line. John remains in the game. Morris, 12 of 16. Transfer from Maryland, NC State before that. Handoff goes to John.
Oh, good hit right here.
He stopped at about the 21-yard line.
Yeah, good hit right there by Justin.
Steve Zayakowski, the junior, one of the leading players on this defensive side of the ball for the Buccaneers, stops John for a gain of 3. And now Dominic Nicely, the running back for Coastal. They started off with good field position on their own 45-yard line, now taking advantage of it. 3 wide receivers on the short side of the field. Morris pump fakes and now goes to the sideline. It's picked off. Ripped out at the very last minute of that play. Charleston Southern picks off their 2nd pass of the game.
What an amazing play by that corner right there. Coach Gabe talked about it. He said he needed his corners to come out and have a big game. So far, I think they're living up to that.
2nd interception by MJ Morris. And this time it's in deeper territory than it was before. We'll see this one more time, Ricky.
Right here, going back to the play. Pumps fake. Overthrow his guy.
That's Nick Sawyer with the interception. Inside 8 minutes to go in the first half.
So far, 2 good drives. You got 3 on one, and then you got to turn up on the second one. It's not what you want to see right now.
So Sawyer with the interception for Charleston Southern, the 2nd one of this game. And just comes in a really bad spot when Coastal had a ton of momentum. Nice pump fake there, but
overthrew him right here.
He was looking for Robbie Washington, who almost picked it out. And he did at the very end, but Sawyer was already down. The play was over. It was whistled dead. It'll be Charleston Southern ball at their own 3-yard line.
Looked like MJ threw that off his back foot. As a quarterback coach, you don't want to see your quarterback do that.
So Buccaneers are pinned back in their own territory, but they intercept MJ Morris for a second time. And their offense has not been able to do much. Just 20 yards of total offense.
It has definitely been a defensive game so far.
Coastal's defense has been strong, but the offense looking good at times, but the mistakes have piled up in this first half. Osborne under center. He's got 2 running backs behind him.
We haven't seen this all game.
Hands it off. A little bit of room toward that near sideline. Wrapped up and taken out of bounds. Tyson Greenwade on the carry. And he gives the Buccaneers a little bit of room. And Greenwade is down on that sideline after the carry.
And going into this game, one of the things that Coach Beck talked about was technique, technique. We heard him echo that after the last game playing against Virginia. And it seems like they're having some of the same issues in this game tonight.
Oh, Morris's pass had no chance to get to Robbie Washington.
No.
Sawyer was right there to pick it off. The first interception, which was Jaden Hancock in the first quarter, that was just an incredible catch on an overthrow down the sideline.
Well, I think on that last throw, it looked like MJ tried to throw it off his back foot. As a quarterback coach, you want to see your quarterback have his feet set and throw that ball.
Well, thank you for joining us at Brooks Stadium for the Coastal home opener alongside Ricky Sapp. I'm Sam Wiederhaft on ESPN+. Big crowd once again for a Chanticleer home opener at Brooks Stadium. They're 18-4 overall in home opening games, and they've won their last 5 straight home openers.
And if you're here right now, you feel that energy. The stadium is rocking. S-Dub, I love it.
Can't get enough of it.
I can't get enough of it. Let's go.
We got another one next weekend against East Carolina, also at 7:30.
There might be a chance you guys are going to see me dancing with the fans.
Man, I'd love to see that. Well, what a great way to start off this home schedule with a old rivalry. Coastal and Charleston Southern met every year from 2003 to 2016 when they were both in the Big South. Coastal leads the all-time series 8-6. The Buccaneers won the final 2 games, including the last time these 2 teams met at Brooks Stadium 9 years ago in 2016. A double overtime 59-58 Charleston Southern win. Head coach there was Jamie Chadwell, who the next year would be hired by Coastal Carolina as the associate head coach and offensive coordinator. He would actually be the acting head coach in 2017 and take over full-time in 2019 all the way through 2022. Buccaneers back out on offense, 2nd and short. It's Mush, the running back. He gets the give.
There's that golf cart speed we talking about.
First down and more for Mush. He takes it past the 20-yard line.
Now we see Charleston Southern going to hurry up.
Down to the 23. A gain of 14 yards and a first down for the Buccaneers. That's just their 2nd first down of this game. Mush converted from a quarterback to a running back before his freshman year. Now a redshirt freshman. He gets the ball again. Wrapped up, hit at the 25-yard line. That's where he gets.
Great game tackle right there by the Coastal defense.
It'll be 2nd and 8. A quarterback in high school at Westminster Christian Academy. He's from Huntsville, Alabama. First team All-State his final 2 years in high school as a quarterback. Converted into a running back when he got to Charleston Southern. And now in this game has 6 carries for 21 yards. Osborne passing. It's caught at the 23-yard line. Flag in the backfield. Down around the 29-yard line. Pass was caught by Roan. This one could come back. Potential holding call on the Buccaneers. Check that. That goes against Coastal. A personal foul on the Chanticleers. Automatic first down. And a costly penalty against the Chants. That moves Charleston Southern up. See what happens here. Roughing the passer.
Yeah. So far they have 2 roughing the passes right now on Coastal defense.
And the officials are reviewing that last play. I believe it was roughing the passer with a targeting attached to it as well. So they take a look at it. 6:19 to go in the first half.
I think he's below the helmet.
That is Trey Brown. Redshirt junior linebacker. Played 13 games a year ago. Had 1 tackle against Virginia last weekend. And now it's being reviewed for a potential targeting. And Ricky, that was a call that wasn't around in your playing days.
I was just thinking that. Back when I played, we could go get the quarterback. But now times have changed. And now as an athlete, you have to accept the challenge of, you have to adjust to the game. You just have to.
And how do you have to adjust your tackling when you can't lead with the crown of your helmet like that?
Well, I think for me, I look at it as a challenge as I have to go by the rules and I have to adjust the way I tackle.
See that one more time as the call on the field was targeting on Trey Brown, who we asked Tim Beck about earlier this week. He's taken a step this year. Didn't play in 2022, played 10 games in 23. Last year finished with 36 total tackles, 5.5 for loss and 2.5 sacks. The ball spotted for Charleston Southern at their own 44-yard line as they try and get their offense going. Coastal defense hasn't given up much at all. And so far, this has been the most successful drive for the Buccaneers. They haven't had a snap on the Coastal side of the field.
Yeah, it's been tough. So far, I think both defenses are showing that they are ahead of the offense.
Well, couldn't tell you if that was upheld or if it was reversed, but I guess we'll see when Trey Brown, he is back out on the field. So it's not a targeting call, but roughing the passer still called to put Charleston Southern at the 44-yard line. Trey Brown remains in this game. High snap. And a handoff.
Nice tackle right there.
Goes for about 1.5 yards. Kamarion Baldwin, redshirt sophomore who rushed twice for 7 yards against Vanderbilt last weekend. Gets a 2-yard carry. Charleston Southern on an 11-game losing streak. That started when they went 1-11 last year. They lost the first game of the year against Vanderbilt. Now down just 3-0 in the first half with 5.5 minutes to go against Coastal. Baldwin the carry again. This time he breaks free and gets some space. Tackled at the 45-yard line in Coastal territory for a first down.
Now we see a good drive here by Charleston Southern. Let's see if they can build onto it.
Also worth mentioning, Charleston Southern is 0-28 all-time against FBS opponents. They're driving here with 5 minutes to go in the first half. 2 running back set for Osborne. Drops back to pass. In the pocket.
And there it goes.
Pushed down and sacked at the 50-yard line.
And that's what you want to see out of your D lineman. You go get the quarterback.
Trey Brown in on that sack.
Right here, good move spin back inside, come back in. I love that. As a defensive lineman, you have to have a second move ready. I love that.
And it was Zeke Campbell the first to get to him and bring him down at the 49-yard line to set up 2nd and long.
Zeke, a.k.a. the dog.
Tim Beck is a huge fan of Zeke Campbell, who actually came over from Louisiana Tech with Jeremiah Johnson. Played the first 4 games of the year, had 6 tackles last year. Now he's a Chanticleer. Hand off to Baldwin. He's got some space near sideline. Baldwin out of bounds around the 40. Gain of about 7 yards. It's a 3rd and 7 play for the Buccaneers.
Well, it's 3rd down and 7. Go get the quarterback. The one thing I want to let you know is this, though. Coastal is putting 6 in the box, and daring Charleston Southern throw the ball.
Buccaneers are 0 of 4 on 3rd down plays. Osborne airs it out. It is incomplete.
Nice play right there.
Batted down by Jamarian Wayne. Transfer out of Missouri. And Ricky, this is looking like potential 4-down territory.
Yep.
Buccaneers will take their offense off the field, and their All-American punter, Gilbert Brown, will step on the field once again. So this could really pin Coastal back in their own territory. Brown had 7 punts against Vanderbilt, had 1 inside the 20-yard line. Last year he had 11 inside the 20. Fair catch is called, and this will be caught at the 14-yard line. And that's where Coastal will start their next drive. Chanticleers shut down the Buccaneers. They hold a 3-0 lead. Minimal time left in the first half. Coastal's got the ball back in their own territory at their own 14-yard line with 3:19 to go in the first half. But Ricky, this defense for Charleston Southern, not too shabby. Coming out of the FCS, they've stalled Coastal and stopped some big drives.
Yeah. And again, I got to go back to what Coach Gabe echoed. He wanted his corners to come out here and play well. So far, they have showed up and played extremely well.
MJ Morris has been picked off 2 different times, one by Nick Sawyer. The first one was by Jaden Hancock in the first quarter. Hands it off, up the middle, room to run. And pushed down at the 30-yard line. Javen Simpkins sets the tone on the first play.
That's that run game. We got to see that get going. Part of that Double J 2-punch.
A 16-yard gain for Simpkins. 1st and 10. They go back to him. That time wrapped up early and taken down by the defensive line. 2nd and 7. Clock continuing to run. Remember, we do have the 2-minute timeout. Coastal with 3 total timeouts. Charleston Southern is empty. Gone to Simpkins twice so far in this drive. Now Morris passing long toward the far side. Got a man, and it's caught. Robbie Washington deep in Buccaneer territory to the 25.
And that's what you want to see out of your quarterback right there. Now that should give him the confidence he needs.
Longest pass for MJ Morris this season. And he connects with Robbie Washington, the transfer from Miami, Florida. Timeout with 2 minutes to go. The 2-minute timeout. 3-0 Coastal. They're set up beautifully to score their first touchdown as this first half comes to a close. During this 2-minute timeout, the referees have reviewed this last catch, a 42-yard connection from MJ Morris to Robbie Washington. They're still looking at it, and Ricky, this is as close as it gets.
Yeah, as close as it gets. Here's a call from the ref.
Our referee comes out. We've had a little bit of trouble with the referee, Mike, and they have reversed the call. It's incomplete. So from what was a 42-yard catch to the Buccaneer 25 is erased. Right when we saw the arm from MJ Morris that we've been waiting to see, he connects with one of his new receivers. Washington just not able to secure it on a second look. And that's going to bring it back to a 3rd and 10 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Chanticleers looking for their first touchdown of this game, despite outgaining Charleston Southern 199-60. It's 3-0 right now.
You have to put points in the box when you have that kind of yardage.
So call is reversed. 3rd and 10. Coastal back to their own 33-yard line.
So far, we've seen Charleston Southern D-line do a lot of twist moves. Let's see if they do it right here.
It is Simpkins, the running back for the Chants. And correction, this is going to be about a 3rd and 7 is where they have it marked right now.
3rd and 10, go get the quarterback.
1 sack so far for Charleston Southern, a pair of interceptions.
Right now, showing blitz.
Morris, pass is incomplete. Off the hands of Washington, he goes to him again. And Coastal forced to punt with 1:57 left in the first half and some time for Charleston Southern to possibly get some points on the board.
Well, so far it's been a defensive game so far with penalties that has hindered both offenses from scoring.
Quay Kindell back to receive the punt from Emil Sebafundi at the Teal 37-yard line. Good punt by Sebafundi. Kindell receives it at the 20-yard line. Hit hard at the 35 and blown back. Shane Bruce right there on the tackle for the Chants.
And Shane Bruce, one of the leaders of this team. That's what you want to see from him.
I haven't seen him too much on the defensive side of the ball tonight, but Bruce makes an impact on that play. It'll be 1st and 10 Buccaneers at their own 34-yard line. And Ricky, we saw them finally have some movement to their offense on their last drive.
Yeah, but the thing that we still see is penalties stopping them from getting going. Let's see if Osborne can come out and get them going on this drive. 3 in the field.
Osborne is 4 of 9 so far. Passes again. It is complete this time, up to the 50-yard line by Chris Roan. The CCU transfer brings the ball to midfield. Roan has been the only player that's had a catch for the Buccaneers tonight. Playing on his own field, his old field. And now it's going to be a penalty on Charleston Southern. Looked like a false start. That'll push the Buccaneers back 5.
It's been the same thing all night. Get a good drive, make a good play, penalty.
Now just some mental mistakes on both sides of the ball for either team. 1st and 15 from the Buccaneer 45. Roan has 5 catches for 32 yards at a stadium that he used to call home. Osborne dumps it off. Pass complete to Mush. Mush is hit at the 46 and dropped by Shane Bruce.
I gotta hurry up here.
No timeouts for Charleston Southern. 2nd and long play coming up. Bruce playing his 41st game in Teal. Been with this program since 2020. And a huge leader defensive side.
You talk about a guy that understands the culture. You gotta love a guy like that.
Charleston Southern really ticking off the clock here. 42 seconds.
With no timeouts left.
Osborne. Pocket collapses. Flushed out of it. Throws it to the middle. Nobody there. He overthrew Kindell, and it's incomplete to force 3rd and long with 31 ticks to go. Well, I get the feeling before that last play that Charleston Southern is pretty happy trying to waste as much clock as possible to keep this a 3-0 game going into halftime, where they do get the ball to start off the second half.
Yeah.
3rd and 14. Osborne hands it off. It's Mush. Wrapped up and brought down at midfield. A late flag.
I think we might see a horse collar here.
Tackle by Luke Murphy, a transfer from Eastern Michigan. And I think you're right, Ricky. Murphy's tackle might have caused a penalty. Played 12 games at Eastern Michigan with 94 tackles last year. Won MAC Defensive Player of the Week last season.
Yep. And that's another one of those rules that we didn't have when I played. Now you got roughing the pass, now you got a horse collar. So again, that goes back to being able to adjust and make a play.
Automatic first down, a costly penalty for Coastal.
You can see it right here. His left hand brings it down from the back. That's a horse collar.
So now it is 1st and 10 from the 35 with 25 seconds to go. Buccaneers with no timeouts. Osborne looking. Osborne wrapped up, gets the ball off. It's picked off by the Shants. How about number 1, Shane Bruce with an interception.
And the quarterback presser calls that. You love to see that.
3rd interception of his Coastal career, and he's the first one to put on the turnover cloak in 2025. The man that's been with this program the longest
makes a big play. I love it.
Watch this one more time. The pressure causes Osborne to just try and get rid of this one. Zeke Campbell with the deflection on the arm. The dog makes it happen, and Bruce there for the catch. 17 seconds to go. Coastal with 3 timeouts. And Ricky, we'll see how they manage this.
Let's see. You try and get 3, you can go up 6-0 at half.
You got the timeouts to work with. MJ Morris is 11 of 18 for 69 yards, and he's been picked off twice. Shane Bruce, preseason All-Sun Belt. He was an honorable mention at the end of last year and picks up the first turnover for Coastal Carolina. At the 41-yard line. 59 yards to go if Coastal wants to score with 17 seconds to go. Morris back to pass. Runs out near side. Morris looking. Now he goes down the sideline, tipped and dropped. Down on the surf turf. Incomplete. And that was tipped by the man who's already got an interception in this game. And Nick Sawyer.
And so far, we've seen that young secondary play very well tonight.
So 2nd and 10, you got time for maybe 2 more plays.
I think right here you can go to the middle of the field. You got 3 timeouts.
8 seconds to work with. Morris feels the pressure, evades it, gets it out of his hand, complete at the 40-yard line. Time is going to run out, and that will do it in the first half. So he completes the pass to Cameron Wright, but time runs out, and Coastal heads to the locker room up just 3-0 on Charleston Southern. Coastal with some things to fix after that first half. They've gathered 180 total yards on offense, 92 through the air, 82 on the ground, but 2 costly interceptions by MJ Morris. And they have yet to see the end zone in this first half.
So far it's been a defensive game so far.
Our own Haley Nitchie is down with Chanticleer head coach Tim Beck. Haley. All right, Haley, thank you. And we will come back with the second half from Brooks Stadium. Chanticleers lead it 3-0 in the home opener. just about set to get the second half underway from Brooks Stadium, the home opener, Coastal Carolina and Charleston Southern alongside Ricky Sapp. Sam Wiederhaft with you on ESPN Plus. Haley Nitchie is down on the sidelines. And Ricky, it's a 3-0 Coastal lead after the first half. Charleston Southern, you got to take a lot of positives away from that first half. You're in a game with an FBS opponent.
Yeah, you got to go in the half, encourage that you're playing as well. First home opener.
You see some of the highlights of that first half, including a couple of interceptions by Charleston Southern.
Coach Gabe talking about his young secondary coming out and playing well. I think they have lived up to what he has wanted for this game so far.
The total numbers on this game, a 3-0 Coastal lead. That was one of the last plays of the first half, an interception that stalled and stopped a Charleston Southern drive. Coastal has outgained Charleston Southern by 99 yards, 180 Coastal yards, 81 for Charleston Southern. Coastal has 92 of those through the air, 88 on the ground. Both teams have been penalized 5 different times. Javen Simpkins, the leading rusher for the Chants, 6 rushes for 25 yards. The numbers on MJ Morris, 12 of 20, 92 yards, and a couple of interceptions.
I think the same thing still remains. This is a defensive game so far. If I'm the OC for both teams, I want my offense to come out rolling right here.
Philippe Laforge to get this second half underway in Conway. Boots it long. It'll go for a touchback. And the Buccaneers will start their first drive in the second half from their own 25-yard line.
Now, if you're Charleston Southern and you're coming out right now, you have to be encouraged that you can put together some kind of drive and get points on the board.
Zoltan Osborne is 6 of 13, 33 yards. He's found 2 different receivers. The top one, Chris Roan, Coastal transfer, 5 receptions for 32 yards and a long of 16.
And this Coastal defense has been stingy so far tonight. Great pass rush as well.
Under center to begin things in the second half for Osborne. Mush, the deep back. He gets the ball. Doesn't go too far, a gain of about 1.5 yards.
I love the play by the D lineman.
Coastal's been penetrating pretty well on defense. Just 81 yards of total offense in that first half for Charleston Southern, a team that has never knocked off an FBS opponent. 0 for 28.
And right now they are knocking on the door.
Coastal leads the all-time series 8-6. The Buccaneers won the final 2 when these two teams battled it out in the Big South. Osborne's pass complete. And across the first down line goes Jameel Bishop.
Right there, Coastal was in zone defense right there. We call those routes zone breakers right there. Good zone breaker right there by Charleston Southern.
First reception for Jameel Bishop, who had 2 against Vanderbilt. Preseason second team all-conference. Charleston Southern playing out of the Big South OVC Association in FCS. Hand off to Mush. Trying to read the blocks. He'll push forward for positive yardage across the 40. And down to the 41-yard line, a gain of 6 yards.
SW so far, but we've seen with Coastal defense, they are still stacking the box. And it's almost like they're saying, we dare you to throw the ball.
Both teams coming off of FBS losses for Coastal. It was at Virginia last Saturday in a 48-7 downfall. Charleston Southern fell to Vanderbilt 45-3 in Nashville. 2nd and 5. Osborne with time, airs it out down the sideline, has a man but overthrows him. Looking for Roan on the far side. And it turns into a 3rd and 5. And Ricky, these are plays that Charleston Southern has not been able to make. 0 for 5 on 3rd downs tonight.
Got to make the plays. Right here, though, 3rd and 5. Go get the quarterback.
They've been more successful rushing the ball this evening, 55 rushing yards on 16 attempts. But it's an empty backfield and 5 wide receivers for Osborne. 3rd and 5. Coastal rushes 5. They get pressure, and Osborne goes down.
I think that's him.
Zeke Campbell.
The dog comes in with the big play on 3rd down. You love to see it.
Another TFL for Zeke Campbell, who's been all over the place tonight. And this one on 3rd down.
And right.
To give the ball back to Coastal.
And right there, that is what I call second effort plays. You love to see that with a D lineman.
3 tackles for Campbell, 2.5 for a loss. Gilbert Brown, the All-American punter. He's had 3 so far tonight. Coastal gets pressure on him. Up in the air, and it'll bounce to the 25-yard line. And that's where the Buccaneers will down it.
That stuff, going back to that last play, that's what you want to see in your D linemen. You want to see them with effort. I always tell young D linemen, you have to want to rush the passer. And right there, seeing big Zeke, he wants to rush that quarterback.
MJ Morris back out with the Coastal offense. Was picked off twice by Charleston Southern in the first half. 12 of 20. Ricky, what do you want to see out of MJ in the second half?
All I want to see him is get settled, trust his receivers, get going, and stay comfortable. You don't want to get too rattled. It seems like he's not comfortable right now in his offense.
Still trying to get the synergy with this new mix of old receiving core. First handoff goes to Simpkins, and he's not going anywhere. Wrapped up and taken down by the defense. There's Portu, the Coastal transfer.
He's down.
At the line of scrimmage, and Simpkins is down. Home opener last year, he got hurt against William and Mary. And now Simpkins is down again. The junior running back from Miami. Played 11 games in 2023, 21 rushes for just about 130 yards, 1 touchdown 2 years ago. Last year was expected to step up, played the first 3 games, and then went down in the home opener, and now is down in the second half. 3-0 Coastal leads. We'll be back. Jabin Simpkins helped off the field after this play. Coastal's leading running back in Ricky. It just looks like he gets blown off on the second contact right here and bent the wrong way.
Looked like he got rolled back right there. And that's rough. You don't want to see that from a guy like that.
Simpkins heading back to the training tent. And it's 2nd and 9 after that 1-yard gain for the Chants. Coastal looking for their first touchdown of this game. New running back is Dominic Nicely. Morris gets the pass complete up to the 40-yard line. It's Bryson Graves for a first down. That's the kind of play you want to see after an injury timeout. Coastal gets the first down. Bryson Graves with the reception. His 4th of the game.
Here's a stack of receivers over there in the boundary.
Nicely in the backfield. And he gets the handoff. Gets the edge. There's a flag on the play. Nicely up to midfield and brought down.
I think we got holding this, Dub.
Yeah, it seems like whenever you get a call from that back referee, and it's potentially coming back, and the Chanticleers looking like they're penalized for a 6th time in this game. It will be a holding. Replay first down. Ricky, that's Coastal's 6th penalty of this game.
And you're talking about shooting yourself in the foot. Having a good drive, the penalty does not help at all.
An experienced offensive line. Zach Elam, the center who was out for all of last year. Had some miscommunication across the offensive line in the first game against Virginia. But running the ball, Coastal has been pretty successful in this game. 1st and 20. Morris hands it off to Nicely. He's got room up the middle. And Nicely speeds to the far sideline. Nicely to the 20. And he is pushed out of bounds inside the 10.
Nice run. And that's what I mean when I say you have to get that run game going.
They'll spot that ball back at the 17-yard line where he went out of bounds. Dominic Nicely with the biggest run of this game right after the holding call.
And they've been using all running backs all game. So you love to see one of the backs break like that.
52-yard carry for the freshman. His first game on the surf turf. And now it's a pair of running backs with Nicely and Edwards. Ball goes to Nicely. Reading the blocks, and he powers across the 15. Another flag on the play.
I think we may see holding here again. Yes, Dub.
Looked like a potential face mask for 2. And a face mask on Charleston Southern will push Coastal deeper in Buccaneer territory. Here's the long rush for Nicely. Look at that hole.
Man, I could have got a Mack truck through that hole.
Yeah. And then he bounces out wide, and you see the speed, Ricky. So fast down that sideline.
Yeah, you love to see it. And again, I want to go back to this. They've been using all their running backs the whole game. So to see one break like that, that's what you want to see.
1st and goal inside the 10. Handoff goes to Edwards. He bounces out. Another flag on the play.
Wow.
Edwards got up to about the 7-yard line. And we'll see where this one is. And it goes against Coastal on a holding by Heston Edwards, the right guard.
I think we've seen a handful of holding calls so far.
Well, Coastal had a drive deep in Buccaneer territory that had a holding that pushed them back in the first half. And now it's going to be 1st and goal from the 17-yard line on a 10-yard holding call. A 52-yard rush by Dominic Nicely got Coastal deep in Buccaneer territory. He stays in at running back. Bounces out wide, and timeout taken by Coastal. With the play clock going down, Tim Beck takes a timeout, their first one of the second half, with 9:25 to go in the third quarter. Well, here poses the question, Ricky. MJ's been picked off twice in Buccaneer territory. Do you stick with running the ball here?
I think so. You got a good play right there by Nicely. You got a good 1-2 punch right there. I think you keep running that ball. See where it gets you.
Coastal's been in the red zone twice. They got the 21-yard field goal by Kian Afrukte in the first half. And that's been it so far. Chanticleers scored once against Virginia. It was Javen Simpkins with a touchdown rush. Now looking for their first home touchdown.
Three receivers in the field again.
Nicely the running back. Morris 13 of 21 for 102 yards. He'll run it. Helmet comes off. It goes flying at the 19-yard line. No gain, and he got popped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's number 10, Bowen, came down with a great hit.
We'll see this one more time. That's a bell ringer. Mylan Bowen with the shot. Morris will come out for a play. And it'll be Tad Hudson, a returning back for Coastal. He started the Myrtle Beach Bowl last year. Played one snap against Virginia after Morris's helmet came off in that game.
Knocked the skull cap out as well.
That was a powerful hit. It's going to be Tad Hudson on 2nd and goal. Redshirt sophomore. Third Coastal quarterback in this game, and timeout taken by Coastal again with the play clock going down. Coastal has 2 timeouts on this drive, and they're down to 1.
That's tough.
So if this game continues the way it's going, you got 1 timeout to play with the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's rough.
Hudson coming in for Morris after his helmet got popped off.
Right now, if you're the OC on both teams, you have to be frustrated. You've had some good drives put together, but penalties have been stopping you.
It was the holding call when Coastal got inside the 10-yard line and pushed them back to where they are now. Talk about Tad Hudson a bit. Started the Myrtle Beach Bowl against UTSA last year, 17 of 26 for 173 yards and 2 touchdowns in that game. We saw Samari Collier for a play earlier in the first half, and now it's Tad time. Nicely to his left. That's where the ball goes. Nicely breaks a tackle and brought down at the 14-yard line. Another flag on the play.
I think backside we got a personal foul, I think.
Holding.
Holding. Huh. We haven't heard that enough tonight.
And the self-inflicted wounds continue for Coastal Carolina. Heston Edwards comes off the offensive line. MJ Morris is back in. Coastal's now been penalized 8 times for 80 yards. Javon Edwards, the running back for MJ. It's 2nd and goal from the 28. Two holding calls deep in Buccaneer territory. Handoff goes to Edwards, and he is swallowed up. Malik McKenzie with the tackle. 3rd and goal. McKenzie broke through and takes down Edwards. Coastal quickly to snap it on 3rd and goal. Inside 8 minutes to go in quarter number 3.
Let's see what Charleston Southern does here. Let's see if they blitz. Right now they're showing pressure.
Now they back up. Morris,
Twist
time
move.
to throw. Goes long to the end zone. It's picked off for a 3rd time. Steve Zayakowski with the interception, and Coastal is held off the scoreboard.
Looked like he was pressured right there, S-Dub. One thing Charleston Southern been doing a good job of is running that twist stunts all game.
First down and 10 for the Buccaneers.
Zayakowski right there. Takes it away. 3 interceptions. It'll be Buccaneer ball inside their own 5-yard line when we come back. 3-0. Coastal leads.
And we're back, and I want to outline this right here. Charleston Southern has been doing a great job all game with the twist game. Right here, you see it right here. If you go back to this right here, that deep tackle twists. It seems like all night, Coastal Carolina offensive line has not been able to do a great job of picking up that twist game. They've been getting pressure with 4 down linemen the whole game.
And that pressure leads to a 3rd interception by Charleston Southern. They've got it deep in their own territory. Haven't been able to move the ball all that much against this Coastal defense that's been putting on the pressure all game long. As the first handoff goes for positive yards, 1st down and more for the Buccaneers. Rushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And it was their 4th running back, Kimarian Baldwin.
Good vision right here. Got out to the outside, misses a tackle. And we've seen that all night with both sides. Both running backs doing a good job of getting extra yardage.
71 rushing yards for the Buccaneers, 42 through the air for Zoltan Osborne. Fresh set of downs.
Same play right here, S-Dub.
That time Baldwin is stuffed and dropped. Gain of about 2. Miles Muyung, the transfer from Miami, brings him down. Ricky, if you're the Coastal offense, you got a lot of question marks right now.
You do. But right now you are looking for something that can get you down and get 6.
They've got time to think about it. As now the defense tries to get the ball back. 3-0. Charleston Southern has never knocked off an FBS opponent in 28 tries. A 3rd straight carry for Baldwin. He's got space. Baldwin makes a move across the 45-yard line and hit out of bounds at midfield.
It seems right here that Coastal D-line is not doing a good job right now at staying on their block. The linebackers don't have a clear-cut vision to come downhill.
And Baldwin took a tough hit through the Gatorade cooler. Look at this room he's got to run. Bounces out wide and then takes a scary hit on the Coastal sideline. Whoo, right into the wall.
That's a big thing about the game is this. The game is won at the line of scrimmage. All right. So right here on that last play, you saw that Charleston Southern set a new line of scrimmage by pushing Coastal D-line back.
With 6:31 to go in the 3rd quarter, Baldwin thankfully able to get up and run back to his own sideline. The ball is spotted at the Buccaneer 49-yard line.
So far on this drive, we've seen Charleston Southern do a good job with pushing Coastal D-line back. Let's see if they can continue to do that.
This is a Charleston Southern program that went 1-11 last year, but 5 of those 11 losses were decided by 5 points or less. They were very close in a lot of games. They've lost 11 straight going back to last year. Rolling out, Osborne looking, now trying to make a move. He slides for a positive gain. About 2 yards into Coastal territory at the 49-yard line.
I thought maybe he was going to keep it and then stay on the outside right there.
Well, Ricky, the Buccaneers have some juice now.
Yeah, they got a little bit of juice.
That offense is flowing.
The O-line doing a great job of setting a new line of scrimmage.
Offensive coordinator Seth Strickland in his first year, after having that same role at Anderson for a few years. He was on Giardina's staff at Albany State before arriving to Charleston Southern. Handoff to Mush. He goes up the middle and blown back. After a gain of a few yards, it'll set up about a 3rd and 5 play. So Mush gets down to the 46-yard line. 47 is where they back it up to. It'll be 3rd and 6. Charleston Southern 0 of 6 on 3rd downs. And watch out for Chris Roan on this play.
Watch out for Zeke, a.k.a. the dog, on this play.
Campbell's been big for Coastal, 2.5 tackles for loss. 3rd down. Osborne. He's got time, gets the pass off. It's complete right at the line to gain. He might be a few yards short, or at least a half a yard short. Mush, the running back, made the catch. And that sets up a 4th and very short. Offense staying on the field.
The old lineman doing a good job so far.
And we got a timeout on the field. Injured Coastal player. So Coastal with a player down. We'll come back with 4th and 1. Fourth and short. 4th and 1 yard to gain for Charleston Southern. Down just 3-0 in the 3rd quarter. And what a fight this has been for the Buccaneers. They've picked off MJ Morris 3 separate times, with Coastal driving and threatening to put it in the end zone. They haven't been able to do it. And now a 4th and 1 play to extend the drive for the Buccaneers. It'll be Kamarian Baldwin in the backfield. The first 4th down attempt for either team tonight. .146 total yards for Charleston Southern as they push into Chanticleer territory. Osborne takes the snap. Ball goes to Baldwin. He gets the first down to the 40 and revels forward to the 39. The drive continues for the Buccaneers. Kamarian Baldwin had the big rush to set them up in Coastal territory, and now he converts on 4th down. Osborne under center. 2 running backs behind him. 1st and 10 from the Coastal 39. Handoff to Baldwin again, that time stopped in the backfield. Trey Brown, the linebacker, breaks through for a TFL. And it backs Charleston Southern to the 43 marker. 2nd and long. Brown able to penetrate and get through the offensive line for the tackle for loss. His second tackle tonight. 2nd and 14 now. Osborne looking, dumps it off. It is dropped, almost intercepted by the Coastal defensive line. Sawyer Gorham-Welch looked like he had it for a second. It drops on the surf turf for a 3rd and long. Inside 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Chanticleer defense tightening up when the Buccaneers are threatening. 3rd downs have been Charleston Southern's kryptonite tonight. 0 for 7. And this one, they'll need a big play. 14 yards to gain. Baldwin, the running back. Cunningham goes in motion, and a timeout taken by Charleston Southern. So with 2:55 to go, a big 3rd down incoming in what could possibly be 4-down territory for Charleston Southern as they look to try and at least even this game up. They've never knocked off an FBS opponent. On an 11-game losing streak going back to last year. Their last win coming almost a year ago today, September 7th of last year over 15th ranked Furman. But so many of those 11 losses a year ago were decided by 5 points or less. Playing an FBS team for a 3rd straight time. Ended the year with Florida State, started with Vanderbilt, and now here in Conway, giving Coastal a big challenge. 3rd and 14. Osborne, quick pass, complete and wrapped up around the 43-yard line. Rashawn Cunningham with the catch, gets a few yards. And Charleston Southern will take the offense off the field. So Gilbert Brown will get another punt. He's had 6 so far today. 2 of them placed inside the 20-yard line. Bryson Graves back to return for Coastal. High punt by Brown. It'll bounce at about the 17-yard line and go out of bounds. So Coastal will begin their next drive inside their own 20. Chanticleers have not scored a touchdown yet tonight. They've had plenty of chances, but interceptions, penalties have been the story of the Coastal offensive game so far. 244 total yards, 142 on the ground, 102 through the air, but 8 penalties for 80 yards. And to start this next drive, it'll be Tad Hudson. So MJ Morris, after throwing 3 interceptions, does not come out for this next drive. Tad Hudson controls the offense. First play is a give up the middle. And wrestled down for a gain of about 2 yards. Javon Edwards, the freshman, on the carry. Well, Hudson began his college career at North Carolina. He redshirted 2023. Sat on the bench for most of last year until it became his time at the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Coastal's quarterback last season, Ethan Vasco, going into the transfer portal. Hudson had to step up in that loss to UTSA. Back-to-back handoffs, this time with some space up the middle, and it's Dominic Nicely to the 35-yard line and a first down, and he's been impressive tonight. His 6th rush of the game, 64 yards. And a first down for Coastal at their own 35. Handoff. Nicely again. Powers forward to the 44-yard line. 9 more yards for Nicely. A 15-yard rush, now a 9-yard rush. Coastal on the ground. Nicely for a 3rd time. And a 1st down. The freshman getting a lot of carries in this ball game. 27 seconds left in quarter number 3. Now Nicely comes out. Tad Hudson. Quarterback for Coastal now, Samari Collier, also battled for that starting position, along with Emmett Brown, who went down with a fall camp injury. Handoff, and wrestled down in the backfield after the give to Javin Simpkins, who returns in this game. So Simpkins goes down to end the 3rd quarter. Coastal Carolina looking for their first touchdown of this game. They lead 3-0. Close one coming up. 15 minutes to go. Time at Brooks Stadium at the home opener, the fans were treated to the first ever drone show here in Conway. Ricky, how cool was that?
I love it. They show popcorn and hot dogs.
Yeah.
You gotta love that for a home game.
That is awesome. Look at all the different shapes they made. Oh, a little palmetto tree with the CCU.
That's beautiful.
Oh, never seen that before, and that was incredible. And truthfully, Ricky, probably the highest moment for these fans so far in this game, because Coastal, they lead, but it doesn't really feel like it's a positive thing right now.
A tough game so far. Penalties, technique issues, keeping them back from scoring.
It's Tad Hudson, the quarterback, on 2nd and 11. fakes the handoff and takes it himself. Tad running for it, and a big gain into Buccaneer territory.
Good run right there.
Down to the 46-yard line. It sets up a 3rd and 2. Hudson comes in for MJ Morris, who had thrown 3 interceptions in Charleston Southern territory. So Hudson, the experienced quarterback, the only returning quarterback here in Conway, has taken over this game on this drive. 3rd and short. Handoff to Simpkins, and he pushes forward for a first down.
Good to see him back in there running it.
Simpkins went down with an injury in the 3rd quarter. You see him back out there in quarter number 4. Here comes Dominic Nicely, who's been so good. The freshman, his first game at Brooks Stadium, 8 rushes for 90 yards and a long of 52. First and 10 at the 44-yard line. Hudson passes, complete. Washington bobbles it, still comes up with it, and wrestled down at the 40.
Reception made by Robbie
Gain of
Washington.
4 yards. 2nd and 6 now.
Brought down by Shamar.
Coastal continuing with that quick offense, back on the ball.
Trying to keep them off balance. I love it. And you have to do that when you're playing against a D-line like Charleston Southern. You got to try to slow them down.
An FCS team that's held Coastal to just 3 points. Nicely with the carry. And he is tackled inside the 40. A gain of 2 yards.
Nicely carries.
Down to about the 38-yard line. It sets up a 3rd down. 3rd and 4. Shots tonight, 5 of 10 on 3rd downs.
3rd down at the 38-yard line.
Charleston Southern with some subs coming in on offense. Looking for a big stop to keep this a 1-score game.
Let's see what this Charleston Southern D lineman does.
Timeout Coastal. They are out of timeouts, or check that. This might be Charleston Southern. The original motion was toward Coastal. We'll take a break anyways. 3rd and 5 coming up with Coastal leading 3-0 in the 4th quarter. The improvement has certainly been made on 3rd down plays. Coastal 50% conversion rate tonight after just 1 of 14 against Virginia. Timeout situation. Coastal is out of timeouts. They called 3 in that 3rd quarter. Wow. Charleston Southern just took their 2nd timeout. They have 1 remaining, but plenty of time left. 12:40 to go in this game. It's going to be a 3rd and 5 play for the Chanticleers under Tad Hudson. And Ricky, are you a little bit surprised that they pulled MJ Morris? He did throw 3 interceptions.
After that, you have no choice but to go to the next guy, you know?
And that's what Coastal does. Morris had some tough passes, and all 3 of those interceptions were in Buccaneer territory. So here's Coastal, 3rd and 5, trying to extend the drive. The give goes to Jalen John, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage.
Bowen.
My goodness. Mylan Bowen rips through to make that tackle.
He's been playing tough the whole game.
Brought down by 4-2.
4th and 5, Coastal going for it. Late substitution, Bryson Graves comes in. 4th down, Coastal. Charleston Southern jumps off sides. Free play for Tad Hudson. Wide receiver got knocked down, but it'll be an offsides on the Buccaneers. And on 4th and 6, they did get pushed a yard back, so it's not going to give them a first down. But it'll be 4th and 1.
And if you are Coach Gabe right now, you are about to jump through this stadium. In that situation, you can't jump off sides.
The offsides penalty moves the ball to the 34.
Right there on the edge, it was Bowen who made the last tackle for a loss of 1.
And you don't want to see that out of one of your big playmakers.
4th down and 1.
1 yard to gain. Fourth down play. Handoff goes to Jalen John. He will get the first down, but not much more than that. Pushed down violently by Charleston Southern. By Kenai Cook. But the Chants extend the drive. And it's now first down inside the 35. Had Hudson rolling out. Pass complete, far sideline, and some room to run for Bryson Graves, who has flipped around inside the 20.
Wow, incredible hit right there.
Down to the 15-yard line. Coastal's been in this spot multiple times tonight. 1 of 2 in the red zone with a field goal. Hudson. Hands off to Jalen John. Wrapped up again by this defensive line that continues to break through and make tackles. Hugo Gill with the play. Here's the reception to Bryson Graves.
Brought down by Hugo Gill.
Just a little flat route. And Graves gets flipped up and around.
Official timeout for an injury.
An injury timeout. There's a player down for Charleston Southern. It's Malik McKenzie. We've called his name out quite a few times tonight.
And right now, if you're Coastal right now, you are knocking on the door of, once again, you have to put together a good drive here and get in the box.
And Ricky, you're exactly right. You've been here.
You've been here. You have to get in the box.
There's been 3 interceptions have all been inside the red zone.
Yeah.
You got to score a touchdown.
You have to get in the box.
That's the bottom line. That is the bottom line. Coastal's got East Carolina coming up next weekend, who gave NC State a great game in their first contest. Expecting a big crowd for that game. East Carolina took care of business against Campbell 56-3.
The injured Buccaneer, number 3, Malik McKenzie.
And tonight it is a record attendance at Brooks Stadium, 22,217.
I think it's safe to say that Conway came out to show out.
Everybody excited about a lot of things.
Yeah, a lot of things.
We talked about all the new things here at Brooks Stadium. The free concessions was the big headline.
Yeah.
And I'm sure fans have taken advantage
And 8 for the Chants.
of all the amenities here at Brooks Stadium. But now it's time for Coastal to try and punch it in for 6. 10:43 to go, trying to make this a 2-score game. It's 2nd and 8 for Tad Hudson.
Got 2 backs.
He gives it off to the 10-yard line, not much more than that. Coastal with Joe Hansen, the player down. I believe there was a flag thrown on that play as well.
Yeah.
Referees talking this one over. Penalties have haunted Coastal in the red zone. It's a violation on Charleston Southern that moves Coastal even closer to the end zone. And it's now second and short
to the 8-yard line.
from the 8-yard line. Coastal running with 2 running backs once again, Dominic Nicely and Javen Simpkins. Inside the 10-yard line. Hudson throwing for the end zone. It is batted out of bounds and incomplete.
They have been trying those young DBs the whole game, and they have been showing up.
He was looking for Cameron Wright.
Cameron Wright.
And a great play. And the defensive secondary knocks the ball out. And incomplete. And it was Nick Sawyer who's already got an interception tonight. 3rd and 2. The handoff to Nicely. Bowen throws him down.
I think Bowen was offside again on that one.
There's another flag. It's going to go against Charleston Southern.
Flag down.
Two costly penalties by Charleston Southern as Coastal pounds it deep in Buccaneer territory.
2 on Bowen, one of your playmakers. Can't have that.
So a first down for Coastal inside the 5.
To the 3. Where it's first down and
First and goal at the 4. Handoff to Nicely. Up the middle. Hudson takes it himself. And it's a Teal touchdown for the first time tonight.
Nice
And
keep.
Hudson makes it happen.
Nice keep right there.
Fake handoff to Nicely. Hudson with the QB carry, and Coastal breaks through finally in the 4th quarter for a touchdown.
So you bring in Hudson, he gets a good drive together, and he gets in the box.
The Chants make it a 2-score game. They finally cap off a drive. Some costly penalties by Charleston Southern. Extra point up and good. And it's 10-0 Chanticleers. Coastal with their first TD at home of this season. It's Tad Hudson who makes it happen on a QB run from 4 yards out. 10-0.
Charleston Southern.
A 15-play, 83-yard drive is capped off by Tad Hudson. The quarterback takes it himself on a great fake handoff and runs it in from 4 yards out. Ricky, Sean's finally break through for a touchdown. How about that?
And you love to see it. You bring in a backup quarterback. He puts together a good drive, and the quarterback keeps it and scores. They don't get no better than that.
There's certainly going to be some offensive questions after this game. Who's going to be the quarterback moving into ECU? MJ Morris getting pulled for Tad Hudson after throwing 3 interceptions, and Hudson leads a touchdown drive. So, 10-0, a 2-score game. And a kickoff by LaForge will be taken right at the goal line. The return by Charleston Southern. And it's going to be a big one across the 25-yard line by Jameel Bishop. And now the Buccaneers will try and get something going on offense. They've had a few drives stalled, been able to move the ball a little bit, but Coastal defense has played really well, and they just seem to be the better side of the ball when the Buccaneers are on offense.
Yeah. In the whole game, you've seen that. Both sides have played well. Finally, Coastal gets the opportunity to put together a good drive, and they score.
First down and 10 from the 27.
Talk about the history between these two teams. It's been some thrilling finishes. 2016, the last time these two teams met, a double overtime 59-58 Buccaneers win. It was the highest scoring game in this stadium's history. And a blocked extra point is what gave Charleston Southern the win 9 years ago. Push up the middle, not for too many yards to Brandon Mush. Gain of about 2, 2nd and 8.
Stop on the play by Trey Brown.
Trey Brown with the tackle as we move inside 10 minutes to go.
Right now, if you're Charleston Southern, you're trying to figure out what can spark this offense, get it down to the box.
Zoltan Osborne, 9 of 18. The leading rusher is Baldwin, 8 carries for 62 yards. That pass complete at the 30-yard line, spinning around and crossing the 35 with about 1 yard to go for a first down. Makai Campfield makes the catch. His 3rd year with Charleston Southern. It sets up a 3rd and 1 play, and Charleston Southern has yet to convert on 3rd down. I keep hammering it. They're 0 for 8. Coastal defense has stepped up in these spots. Mush, the running back. He gets the ball and won't go anywhere. Down he goes for a loss.
And yet another 3rd down. They don't convert. Big play right there by Bryant.
Jaden Bryant, who played just 3 games a year ago, now in his sophomore season, steps up on 3rd down and forces Charleston Southern to punt yet again.
Brown on the punt.
And Coastal, with a good drive offensively, could put this game away once and for all after Charleston Southern has hung around all game long. Gilbert's punt is a booming one. Bryson Graves backing up, receives it at the 12-yard line. Graves now switches direction, breaks a couple of tackles, and up by the 14 is finally brought down. Another punt, good punt by Gilbert, and Coastal will have the ball on their own 14. They lead 10-0, 7:41 to go in the first home game of 2025. see what Coastal has ahead. A big matchup with East Carolina at Brooks Stadium next weekend. We'll be with you. Ricky Sapp, Sam Wiederhaft, Haley Nitchie on ESPN Plus at 7:30 in what should be an electric environment with both fan bases bringing a lot of fans to that game. And then it's Sunbelt play at South Alabama and at ODU, their next 2 games. It's all about finishing the job right now. A 10-0 lead in what's been a fight all the way through. Coastal and Charleston Southern, 2 former Big South rivals. And this one's been fun to watch all the way down to where we're at right now as Nicely gets the carry on the first.
Handoff goes to Jalen John.
Just check that. Jalen John with the carry on the first play in the next drive. Well, going back, we mentioned it, Ricky, Coastal's defense has been really good tonight. Their last shutout win was against Georgia State in the 2020 season, 51-0 on the road in Atlanta. John with the carry once again. Or check that, Hudson has it, barrels through one man and takes himself to the 24-yard line. Tad Hudson lowers the shoulder and delivers the boom.
Yes, though, I almost jumped out of the window.
This is a physical player right here.
I love it.
Forward progress to the 24.
Watch this. Bam.
If I'm on that sideline of defense, I'm loving what I'm seeing out of him right now. That's how you take momentum and use it right there. I love it.
Well, Hudson basically auditioning for the starting job right now, and we're going to have a timeout by the officials.
Now, I will say this. I'm not sure if I want to see my quarterback do that too many times.
Yeah, you got to be careful, right? It's a thin line. It's a thin line. Well, you go back. When was Coastal's last shutout win at home? 10 years ago. 2015, they shut out Gardner-Webb 46-0 on November 7th of that year. Handoff goes to John. He lowers the shoulder on first down and fights up to about the 26-yard line. Right now, Coastal is trying to milk as much clock as possible.
I will say this, we've seen a lot of good runs tonight by both teams trying to get extra yardage.
2nd and 8 to play.
2nd down at the 26.
Coming into this game, we really didn't know what we were going to see. Both teams lost to Power 4 opponents in about the same way. 48-7 loss for Coastal, 45-3 as that ball falls incomplete. 45-3 to Vanderbilt by Charleston Southern. And when you look at the Buccaneers, yeah, they went 1-11 last year, but a lot of those games decided by 5 points or less. And actually, Chris Rohn, the Coastal transfer last year before the Florida State game, got up in front of the whole team and said, guys, I know the season hasn't gone the way we wanted to, but this has been the most fun I've had playing football with this group right here. And a lot of those guys are returning, and they have given Coastal a great fight. And you got to like their chances. They were picked last in the Big South OVC Association. As Hudson drops back to pass, gets it off to John. He's got a lot of room to run. John has the first down across the 40. But when you get to conference play, I mean, Charleston Southern, they've had 2 big games to prepare, and they've shown a lot of good things tonight.
That's the dunk off right here. A lot of space to run. Nice play.
5.5 minutes to go. Hand off to John, and he gets to about the 43-yard line.
And going back to what you said earlier about Rhodes and talking about having the most fun with Charleston Southern, and talking to Coach Gabe, you could hear the passion in his voice when we were talking to him. So you know that these guys, they want to win. They're excited, and it sounds like Coach Gabe is excited as well.
They've come close to beating FBS teams. Back in 2014, they fell to Vanderbilt 22-21. Tonight, looks like their chances are running out as Coastal runs out this clock, and Dominic Nicely lost the ball. Coastal ends up with it. Nicely with the carry, who's been nice tonight. Luckily,
not nice on that one.
It's Nick Del Grande for the 2nd time in this game falling on a fumble.
Now, if you're a big guy, you want to see him scoop that and run a couple yards.
Luckily, I know those guys are taught to just fall on the ball, and you had many Buccaneers around, and Del Grande He's able to lay himself on top of it. 3rd and 5. Handoff. Nicely stopped. Now moves forward. And even more for a first down for Coastal. And check that, Jabin Simpkins, the running back, gives Coastal a first down.
I would say the double J2 punch, but it's a triple punch.
That's right.
Injured Charleston Southern player down as Coastal has the ball at the 41-yard line and driving. And Ricky using the legs here with all those running backs.
Right here, we were seeing that all night, though. Extra yardage, fighting for extra yardage, and that's what you want to see out of your running backs.
Leading ball carrier tonight is Nicely with 9 carries for 92 yards. How about an average of 10.2 yards per carry?
Yeah, way to go, young fella. That's the way to come out and eat.
His first game at Brooks Stadium, and how can you not feel good about number 23 after this game?
You're talking about taking advantage of your opportunity. That's the way to do it right there.
And now I think for the Coastal offense, which Drew Hollingshead brought over the famous Mike Leach air raid mentality. Well, they've ran the ball a majority tonight, and Coach Hollingshead told me that the air raid's not really just about passing, but it's about the pace in which you play and how you play offense. But I think the questions for Coastal as they move into ECU next week and then Sunbelt play after that, who are those receiving threats going to be?
Yeah.
You saw MJ Morris struggle to connect with a few of them. 3 interceptions for him.
And I still think for them, they are trying to figure out who they are as a team.
I thought that this might be a game to find that out, but Charleston Southern has put up a huge fight. Over at tight end, the North Myrtle Beach kid, Brown Reeves, is in this game. 1st and 10 Coastal. The handoff to Jalen John, up to the 30-yard line and brought down.
Another nice run by Jalen John there.
Jalen John gets the carry.
I love how they've been using their running backs tonight. Can you imagine using all running backs and having success? I love it.
219 total yards on the ground. So that's certainly been an exclamation point for the Chanticleers tonight. Simpkins has gone for 58. John's gone for 36. Handoff goes to John. He bounces out up the middle and hit hard at the 23-yard line. Timeout taken by Charleston Southern, their final of this game with 2:53 remaining. And Ricky, it's like the running backs are just
taking over right now.
Well, they're taking over, but they're interchangeable. We talk about it. We like the way they're using 4 of them. Simpkins, Edwards, Nicely, John. Seems like they've all got different abilities as well.
And one of the things we talked about with Coach Beck was if you get this run game going, that makes it much more easy for the quarterback. Gets the offense going. But to see them use all running backs tonight, you got to love it.
Tim Beck in his 3rd season. The Hawaii Bowl in 2023, Myrtle Beach Bowl last season. He's 14-13 overall as Coastal's head coach. Came over from NC State where he was the offensive coordinator and had MJ Morris in that system.
Now, do you leave? You walk away from this game thinking that you got a 4-headed monster at running back?
You walk away feeling pretty good. Look, I know that you're playing an FCS team, but 238 yards on the ground.
It's still impressive.
That's very impressive. Second and 1 for the Chants. It's Edwards in at running back. He gets the ball. Edwards the first down and pushes Coastal into the red zone.
Seems like Coastal has did a good job of kind of wearing down Charleston Southern defense. Early on, we saw the D-line doing a great job. We've seen that secondary play extremely well tonight. But it seems now that they've kind of worn down a little bit.
First down.
I can imagine Coastal's going to try and take off as much play clock as they can. It's at 12 right now. Hudson takes his time. Hinton in motion. And a handoff to Edwards. He'll power forward for about 3 yards to the 17-yard line.
Should take him to the 2 minute.
It will take us to the 2-minute timeout. Coastal running away with it. 10-0. They're keeping the ball on the ground. That's where the success is. Chanticleer's looking to close it out when we come back. Ricky, that's where the game's been won right there. Look at those rush yards, 243.
Yeah, hard to win a game when you have those kind of rush yards right there.
That's how Coastal has propelled themselves into a 10-0 lead and now putting the game away late in the ball game. 2 minutes to go. Coastal has kept it on the ground for almost the majority of this drive. Tad Hudson came out in the second half for MJ Morris, who threw 3 first-half interceptions. It's 2nd and 8. Jalen John, the running back. And John gets the carry. Looks to bounce out wide toward the sideline. He's got positive yards and knocked out of bounds. He's at the 13-yard line. Tad Hudson has the only Coastal touchdown. It was a 4-yard rush in the fourth quarter.
Right here, you would love to see one of the running backs get in the box. They've done an amazing job the whole game running. Only right for one of them to score.
Now the bounds stops this clock at 1:54.
3rd down at the 13.
3rd and short. Hudson hands it off. Jalen John wrestles forward, not enough. To the 11.
Hudson
And 4th down will send out the kicking unit. Kian Afrukte already knocked a 21-yard field goal earlier in this game. It came in the second quarter. So he's now back out to do it again.
Kian Afrukte.
This time from 28 yards out. Afrukte is Good.
The kick from 29 yards is good.
So he's knocked in 2.
13-0.
Not pretty, but a win is a win.
A win is a win.
Coastal gets ready for East Carolina next week, and after that Virginia game, a 48-7 loss where you had a blocked punt, a kickoff return for a touchdown, mistakes offensively. Coach Beck told us that the entirety of this past week was spent on themselves and trying to correct those mistakes and just work together as a unit. Well, you're going to have some mixed feelings after this game, but to get a win is still a big thing.
You can only think that going into next week, they'll emphasize technique. Guys, we have to figure out who we are, what's our identity. But you're going to feel good going into this game next week.
Now you can run like this against Charleston Southern with 249 rushing yards. Can you run like this against East Carolina? Probably going to be a little bit tougher.
Well, we'll see if the four-headed monster can do it.
Yeah. ECU is going to come in 1-1 after clobbering Campbell earlier today and playing tough with NC State in their first game. Kickoff returned at the 13-yard line by Bishop. And Bishop hurdles a man. There's a flag on the play, out of bounds around the 30-yard line, and a flag back at the 19.
Bishop on the return.
We saw a couple of players go down right where that flag is marked.
The flag down.
During the return, holding, return team number 2.
Holding goes against Charleston Southern.
That's up. I feel like I should hold you right now. Maybe they'll call that up here, you think?
Yeah, we'll see if they see it. You know, as a defensive end, did you ever have plays like, you know, could you feel when a holding happened?
Every play they hold.
That's right.
Every play they hold.
Yeah.
But you can tell which plays are
obvious.
definitely obvious.
Yeah.
Obvious.
First down and 10.
It's just about how do you get away with it, right?
Yes. And it's all about technique.
Yeah.
It's a certain way to do it.
You one of those DNs that after the play you kind of hold your hands up, hey, where's the flag?
You dang right. But you coach your DNs not to do that.
Yeah. So Osborne back out for Charleston Southern. We'll see if they can get some points. Only got a minute to do it. Pass intended for Chris Roan goes incomplete.
Tip ball right there by one of the D linemen. Oh, the dog comes
Campbell.
with the tip. Tell you what, I've been really impressed with him, man. Great size, 6'5", 247. He's what you want in a DN.
He's the guy that Coach Beck highlighted to us earlier this week about the way that he plays.
He said he's the dog of the defense.
Transfer coming over from Louisiana Tech with the new defensive staff headed by Jeremiah Johnson.
Trish game right there on that D line right there.
He dumps it off, and that pass falls incomplete.
That pass falls incomplete.
So it'll be a 3rd and 10. It's been an offer for Charleston Southern on 3rd downs. They have not converted in 9 tries. And what's left of this Chanticleer crowd all getting up, looking for one more stop. As Coastal will walk away from this home opener. It'll be their 6th home opening win in a row. And they'll move to 19-4 overall in home opening games.
3rd and 10, go get the quarterback.
Osborne.
Good rush right there.
Hit from behind. The pass goes wild and incomplete. Pressure from the Chanticleers.
And that's what you want to see right there on 3rd and 10.
Jordan Mack got in there and disrupted it. So one last time we'll see the FCS All-American punter Gilbert Brown, who had probably the longest punt I've ever seen in that first quarter. 82. Woo. Woo. Coach told us that he's getting about half a dozen coaches at games and practices checking out his leg. So he'll line up in the end zone. Not a very far one. It'll be a bounce at the 43-yard line. Graves will pick it up at the 45 in Coastal territory. And a late tackle. Couldn't see if he called fair catch or not, but Coastal will take over with 46 seconds to go and kneel this one out.
I'm going to go back and say that I think Gilbert heard you earlier talking about him. After that first punt, he hasn't been the same since.
You think I disrupted his flow a little bit?
I think so, a little bit.
Yeah, it's still a really good punter.
Don't worry, I won't tell him that you did it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. 9 punts, 35.6 average. With 4 of them knocked inside the 20, he's had 2 go for 50 or more.
Now, if you're Charleston Southern, how do you feel moving forward after this game?
I think you take a lot of positives away from the way that you played Coastal, especially defensively, with 3 interceptions as Hudson kneels it. Play clock is a few seconds underneath the game clock, so the Chanticleers will need 1 more play.
If you're Coastal, you have to feel good about Hudson coming in, giving you that spark.
Also defensively as well, Coastal will get their first shutout win in 5 years.
Since 2020?
That's right, the first shutout win at home since 2015. It was a battle all the way through, but the Chanticleers end up victorious in the home opener. 13-0 the final. The Chants take down the Buccaneers at Brooks Stadium. Ricky, Coastal got the win. It was a fight all the way through. It took you back to those old Big South days when these 2 teams played in the same conference. But at the end of the day, Coastal gets a win, and they're 1-1.
I think one thing still remains is Coastal is still searching for their identity. Do they have it with Hudson? I think we'll see next week.
And we'll get a chance to see them next weekend against ECU on Saturday at 7:30. So that'll close us out alongside Ricky Sapp and Haley Nitchie down on the field. I'm Sam Wiederhaft signing off for our entire ESPN Plus crew. Coastal gets the victory, their 6th consecutive home opening win. 13-0 the final over Charleston Southern on Saturday night. We'll see you next Saturday against ECU at 7:30, right back here on ESPN Plus. Coastal gets their first win of the season tonight.